This is the landing dashboard in Elina. It defaults to today. You actually have 3 views: yesterday, today, and performance. You'll see here that you've got an arrivals shortlist. That's all arrivals for today. Departures, orders, these are scrollable if there's more than 5. Notes, any notes for the day, things you might need to know around reservations. Clickable action links. Any reservations made since midnight yesterday, which you can filter to see if they are arriving today. So you might have last minute things to do, last minute checks to make around those reservations, and the amount of revenue by source relevant to these reservations that have been made. I can jump straight into quick actions like checking in a guest. It won't let you check in the guest if the room is not clean or there are bills that are not paid. It would then ask you to do some checks. Here you can see the guest is now checked in. If I jump back to the dash, there's a tick now that's appeared on this guest. I can also check out guests. This guest would be checking out late for the day. And within how we've set up this system, it's going to permit that, which means that the last checkout here must have been set up as 3 o'clock. There's nothing else that needs to be done for that guest. So as long as everything is organized around reservations, you've got no checks or balances to do, you can take quick actions from the dashboard. Here, for example, I can jump into an order to see what needs to be delivered there. And I can also jump into a note to see that this guest actually requires 2 extra pillows. And I can then go to assign that to an individual to deal with. Here I've got 2 charges which are due for guests tonight. So you're also getting useful actions. Shouldn't have, but depending on what your rules are, this is saying that these invoices or these charges are due, so they need to be settled. If I flip back to yesterday's dashboard, I can see any missed arrivals, any missed departures, any missed orders, and any notes as well. I can also see how much revenue I transacted yesterday by source. So in this case, we've got bank transfer. We could also have online gateways. And you'll also see how much revenue stayed that day. So you get a breakdown of the pinned or the stayed revenue and the add-on revenue, as well as a list of any invoices or any charges that have not been processed. In this case, there's none that were missed. I can also look at my occupancy level. We have 2 occupancy levels in Elina: sellable, which is everything that you sold or booked from was available, and inventory, that's everything overall. And so these differ. If I hover over them, I'll get a read as well. So I can see here my occupancy changing through March. Here I get the revenue per room, per available room figures, and also the ADR figures as well. What we do is we show last month, the current month, and next month, so you can at a glance get a view. And here you have quick links into reports. Now staff will only be able to access these reports if their permissions allow them to do so. From the dashboard, you also have a search bar, and here you can search for anything like guest phone numbers or names or email addresses, postcodes. You have a really wide range of things that you can search for. You'll see a different video where we go in depth about what can be achieved through using the search.